Yeah, what up, fight fans? Let's see if I still remember this. Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture, man. That's the level low P. I keep my hand on my gun, cause I got me on the run. Now I'm back in the courtroom, waiting on the outcome. Free Tupac, that's on a nigga mind. Oh, I can remember a little bit of it. But, yeah, I did another Q&A, and you guys sent in some good questions. So let's sit back, relax. Let me get a swig of water. You guys sent in some good questions for this Q&A. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought it'd be cool to take you guys questions from the subscribers, and you guys sent in some good questions, man. So let's get into it. But the first question wasn't from you guys. It was a question that I saw from Dream Chasing Boxing. Shout out to him. He asked if Floyd Mayweather was to beat Gennady Triple G Golovkin, would he get full credit for it? Well, I got a two-part answer to that question. If he beats him at 160, he would get full credit for that win. If he were to beat Triple G at 154, he wouldn't get as much credit. I don't think he would get as much credit because there's already going to be an excuse that he drained Triple G. If he fights him at 160, wins the middleweight title, he's going to get a hell of a lot of credit from me. I can't speak for other fans, but shit, I might even jump on the Floyd Mayweather TMT bandwagon. I might even become a rider on his team. But hopefully that answers his question. Now let's get into you guys' questions that y'all had. First question from Hawker Mustang. His question is, which boxer do you think needs to be KO'd the fuck out the most? Which boxer do I think needs to get knocked out the most? Which boxer? Yeah, there's two boxers that I want to see get knocked the fuck out. That I really don't like right now, and that's Erislandy Lara and Billy Joe Saunders. I don't like those two guys right now because they both full of shit. They act like they want to fight with Triple G, and they really don't want. They really don't want to fight Triple G. So I want Erislandy Lara and Billy Joe Saunders to get knocked the fuck out, and you could possibly throw Floyd in there too. Second question. Shout out to Hater Hey. I hope I got that right. That's spelled Haider Hey, Haye. Do you think Floyd Mayweather will return to fight Khan if he beats Canelo? Plus, will Amir Khan face Triple G if he beats Canelo? Okay, he wants to know, Hater Hey, shout out to him. He wants to know, will Mayweather return to fight Khan if he beats Canelo? I think he might return if Khan beats Canelo, because there would be a lot at stake for Floyd Mayweather. Khan would be the middleweight champion. There would be a huge payday. I mean, if Khan beats Canelo, who could he realistically come back and fight? He definitely would not be able to fight Garcia. I mean, the demand would be there to fight Khan. He would have to fight Khan unless he fights Triple G. I mean, if Khan is the middleweight champion, it would look real bad if he fights Danny Garcia. That would look terrible. So he would basically have to fight Amir Khan if Khan were to beat Canelo, assuming Mayweather came back. And I think he would come back to fight Khan unless he fights Triple G. And the second question, will Amir Khan face Triple G if he beats Canelo? I think Amir Khan would fight Triple G. There's a rematch clause in the Canelo fight, but I don't think the rematch clause would matter because the WBC is already saying that the winner of Khan Canelo is mandated to fight Triple G. So I think Amir Khan would fight Triple G next, assuming he doesn't fight Floyd Mayweather. Because man, that's gonna be dicey. I believe if Floyd came back, I believe the WBC would allow Floyd to fight Amir Khan, because you know money talks and bullshit walks. So Triple G would get screwed over if Floyd decided to come back, and Canelo would not get his rematch clause because the WBC is mandating that the winner fights Triple G. So, but one thing about Amir Khan, he would not duck Triple G. I don't think he would vacate that title if he beats Canelo. He would fight Triple G, or he would fight Floyd Mayweather. They'll probably pay Triple G some step aside money to fight Floyd, or the WBC would straight out just allow Khan to fight Mayweather. But to answer your question, yeah, I think Amir Khan will fight Triple G. He won't duck Triple G. Third question comes from Mahmoud Yunus. Shout out to Mahmoud Yunus. Shout out to him. Name your top 5 boxing matches in the last 10 years. Wow, that's a tough one, man. I like so many fights, man. There are so many fights that I've grown to like, but it's hard to narrow them down to just 5, man. That's a tough one. But I would have to say Amir Khan, Marcos Maidana. That's definitely one of my favorite fights. Khan versus Maidana. Manny Pacquiao versus what's the guy? Margarito. Yeah, Pacquiao Margarito fight. Man, that fight was amazing, man. I always go back and watch that fight at least once a week, just to see how he was able to beat the bigger Antonio Margarito. Man, that shit was crazy. Another fight, an underrated fight. I like the Bradley and Provodnikov. Man, that was an action-packed fight. I really enjoyed that fight. And I can't just say the last 10 years because I always watch the Sugar Ray Leonard Tommy Hearns fight, man. I watch that fight too about once or twice a week. So I gotta add that fight in there. And another fight. I would say this is another underrated fight. James DeGale and Butte. I really enjoyed that fight too, man. That was a good ass fight. But my top 5 fights of all time, I would have to say Khan Maidana, Manny Pacquiao Margarito, Muhammad Ali George Foreman, Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns, and Muhammad Ali aka Cassius Clay versus Sonny Liston. Those are my top 5 fights of all time. But I just gave you my other top 5 of the last 10 years. So next question is from Victor Cruzada. Shout out to Victor Cruzada, man. He's a regular poster, man. Regular sub. So shout out to Victor Cruzada. His question is, if Canelo beats Khan and Pacquiao beats Bradley, do you think they will make Canelo versus Pacquiao? Well, Bob Arum already came out and said he would never allow Manny Pacquiao to fight Canelo. He said that Canelo's too big for Pacquiao, but as the saying goes, money talks and bullshit walks. So, could the fight happen? Yeah. Is it likely to happen? I would say no. Next question comes from Terrence Tablet. Shout out to Terrence Tablet, man. He's been a regular poster, man, for a while now, man. So shout out to Terrence Tablet. His question is, which boxer do you suspect the most of closet homosexual activity? Oh man, this guy's. Hey man, you wrong for this, Terrence. You wrong for this question, man. This question is, which boxer do you suspect has the most closet homosexual activity? Hey man, hey man. Let me see which boxer. I gotta say Miguel Cotto, man. He got a beautiful wife, but I seen some photos of Miguel Cotto. He doing some suspect shit. So I would have to say Miguel Cotto. Man, that's a foul question, bro. That's a foul question there. Next question comes from Don Flamenco. Shout out to Don Flamenco too, man. He's a regular poster. He's been a sub for a while, so shout out to Don Flamenco. His question: if the ref allows for Timothy Bradley to clinch Pacquiao a little longer than usual, will God be mad at Manny if he begins to enjoy it? Oh man, y'all clowning with these homophobic questions, man. I think God will forgive Manny if Manny repents of his sins. If he does enjoy that clinching a little bit too much, and he repents, I think God will forgive him, man. He will forgive him. Next question comes from W Blake 22. Shout out to W Blake 22. His question is, can you cut back on the Khan fanboyism? What? Can you cut back on some of the Khan fanboyism? Man, I'll cut back being Amir Khan when Dante Boxing cuts back on his Floyd Mayweather fanboyism. When Ego cuts back on his West Coast fanboyism with Andre Ward and all the other West Coast boxers and Floyd Mayweather. That's when I cut back on being an Amir Khan fan. Man, what kind of question is this? When you gonna cut back on your Khan fanboyism? Man, let me move on. Next question. The Equalizers. Shout out to the Equalizers. What do you think of Amanda Serrano's first round KO of her opponent? Is she pound for pound #1 in boxing? Also, what do you think of people saying Joshua is on something now that he's bigger than Canelo? Is he now bigger than Canelo if he wins? Is he the face of boxing? Oh, you got about 3 questions there, boy. Okay, let's get to the first one. Amanda Serrano's, man, that was a brilliant, impressive KO in the first round. I thought it was brilliant. She's doing her thing, man. She hasn't lost since 2012. So, man, she's doing her thing. She hasn't lost in about 4 years. Do I think she's #1 pound for pound? I gotta see more from her. She's definitely getting there, but I can't really say that she's #1 pound for pound. What do you think of Anthony Joshua? Is he on something? I can't really accuse Anthony Joshua of being on something, man, until he's caught. Like the saying goes, you're innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't been caught cheating, so I can't accuse him of cheating. So I would say no, he's not on something. Is he bigger than Canelo? If he wins, is he the face of boxing? Man, Anthony Joshua, he's definitely heading that way. Is he bigger than Canelo? I may take some heat for this, but I would say he might be bigger than Canelo. I really can't say, man. That's a tough one because his fight just sold out in 90 seconds. The man just had a fight sell out in 90 seconds. That's impressive. I haven't seen this much hype of a heavyweight since Mike Tyson. Since Mike Tyson retired, I haven't seen no hype like this. So, yeah, I would say right now, Anthony Joshua is the face of the heavyweight division. He's not the face of boxing just yet, but he's the face of the heavyweight division. There's no bigger heavyweight right now than Anthony Joshua. There's no heavyweight selling out arenas in 90 seconds. Like I said, I haven't seen no hype like this since Mike Tyson. So, the heavyweight division is back. And the hype around Anthony Joshua is huge. So, if he wins this heavyweight title, oh man, you ain't seen shit yet. He may even start selling out the US. We just don't know. But yeah, man, he could become the face of boxing. I'm really high on Anthony Joshua, man. The sky's the limit for him. Damn, the tablet fucking up. Let's get to the next question. Next question comes from Rob Lowe 73. Shout out to Rob Lowe 73, man. He's been a regular poster too, man. So shout out to Rob Lee 73. His question: if Khan beats Canelo, Bradley beats Pacquiao, would Khan versus Bradley make sense? Man, I've been wanting that fight for a long time, man. As you know, Bradley ducked Khan when they was fighting at 140. They did have a purse bid, but the fight wasn't gonna get made. As you know, Khan is with Al Heyman. Bradley is with Top Rank. Yeah, Bradley's with Top Rank. So, would that fight get made? I highly doubt it, man. I highly doubt that Bob Arum and Al Heyman is gonna work together because of the Cold War. I just can't see that fight happening, man. I would love for it to happen, but I can't see it happening. You got Al Heyman. Amir Khan is an Al Heyman fighter, and Tim Bradley's a top-ranked fighter with Bob Arum. So, nah, bro, the fight ain't gonna happen. Hate to tell you that, but it ain't gonna happen. Next question from Golden Glory 79. Shout out to Golden Glory 79, man. He's a regular poster, so shout out to him. His question: Walters versus Lomachenko. Who wins and why? Oh, that's a tough ass question, man. That's a tough one. It's a good ass question, but it's a tough one. I'm not ready to make a prediction on that fight just yet. I think that's a 50-50 fight, man. That's a 50-50 fight. You got Walters. Walters got the power, but Lomachenko got the boxing skills. He's the better boxer. But Lomachenko, like I said, he got the power. He's the power puncher. So I really can't call that fight. I can't call that fight, yo. I can't call it. It's a 50-50 fight, man. You got the classic boxer versus the slugger, power puncher. But give me a couple months, man, and I'll have a prediction for you. But right now, I can't call that fight, man. It's 50-50. Seriously, man, it's 50-50. That fight is a 50-50 fight. Next question comes from Karan Brand. Come on, tablet fucking up. Come on, man. Let's see what this question is. Algieri versus Spence. Who wins? Chris Algieri. That's going to be a good fight, man. This is going to be Errol Spence's first step-up fight. He's finally fighting a real fighter. As we know, Chris Algieri fought Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao. So he already has the experience. He's been in with elite fighters. This is Errol Spence's first step-up. I'm leaning 60-40 towards Errol Spence winning this fight. I'm really high on Errol Spence, man. He has a lot of power, and he's phenomenal to the body. He has some brilliant body work. So I'm picking Errol Spence to win that fight. But Chris Algieri is a live dog. Like I said, he's been in the ring with Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan. Errol Spence hasn't fought anyone yet. So Chris Algieri is a live dog. But if I had to pick a fighter to win that fight, I'm going with Errol Spence. I'm real high on Errol Spence, even though he's a prospect. I think he's gonna be special, man. But we don't know. We don't know how Errol Spence is gonna be. I'm just guessing, man. Because when you're a prospect and you're thrown in that fire like Adrian Broner was, we saw what happened when he fought Maidana. He got damn near decapitated in that fight. So yeah, but I'm going with Errol Spence to win that fight. And the last question comes from T-Boxing. Shout out to T-Boxing, man. His question is, if Amir Khan beats Canelo, will he have to take a rematch straight away? And if not, do you think he fights Triple G? Well, the WBC has mandated the winner of Amir Khan Canelo to fight Triple G. So Canelo would not get his rematch right away unless Triple G agrees to step aside money. Now, he has agreed to step aside money in the past. He took step aside money from Miguel Cotto, and I think he took step aside money twice from Cotto. So if Triple G agrees to a step aside deal, then Amir Khan and Canelo would have to fight Canelo next, because Canelo has a rematch clause. So he would be forced to fight Canelo in a rematch. That's if Triple G agrees to step aside money. If Triple G does not agree to allow Amir Khan and Canelo to fight, then Canelo's rematch is void. What will happen? Amir Khan will be forced to fight Triple G, or Amir Khan will have to vacate the WBC middleweight title. And I highly doubt that Amir Khan is going to vacate that title for a rematch with Canelo. So yeah, he would fight Triple G for the WBC middleweight title unless he vacates. Now, I could see a fight with Amir Khan and Floyd Mayweather. That fight could happen if Floyd comes out of retirement, and we know the WBC, they would allow that fight if Floyd came out of retirement, because they granted Floyd some type of status at the WBC, so they would allow that fight to happen. But I don't think they would allow Canelo and Khan to fight again for the WBC title. They would mandate Khan to fight Triple G, If he refuses to fight Triple G, then Amir Khan would be stripped of the WBC title. But you guys sent in some good questions, man. I appreciate all your questions y'all sent in. And yeah, man, I just wanted to do this Q&A for all you loyal subscribers. You guys been loyal, man, and some of you guys been subs for a long time, since the beginning, man. Since a motherfucker had 3 or 4 subs, y'all been sticking with me. So I'm gonna try to do one of these Q&As at least